Okay, the second video, Chris was by today, my buddy Crazy Chris, and he wanted to put some highway pegs on his Harley. While he was here, he helped me get the engine for the Mustang up on the engine stand. So, it's the first time I've had it up off the ground since I got it, and I took the front balancer off of it, and somebody had already unbolted the timing chain cover, so everything came off pretty easily, which is pretty good. So first thing I noticed was that the balancer is pretty heavily cut from the seal, and I don't know if that's an original chain or not. It kind of looks to me like it is, but can't really tell because I don't remember what an original chain looked like. So it certainly doesn't look like a replacement, any replacement I've ever seen. It kind of looks like something cheap, so that would have been Ford. Anyway, it all looks pretty good. I don't see any spun rods immediately. Nothing comes to my attention. I haven't tried to turn it over, not going to, until I take the pistons out. I thought I'd look at the tops of each of the pistons to see, why this motor might have been taken out of the car. And, really don't see any logical reason why it may have been taken out of the car. These back cylinders look like they've had water in them. And that could have been just from where the thing was sitting out. It could have been it had a blown head gasket. That looks a little suspect right there. But not really. I mean, it kind of looks pretty good. So maybe I'll get lucky. That's the worst looking cylinder, and I can't wait to get it up and out and figure out what happened in there. It doesn't look like any parts have danced on them. So don't think that anything failed. Just dying to see. And lifters won't want to come out. The pistons won't want to come out. None of this will want to come apart. But should be able to get it apart, get it to the machine shop, let them clean it up, let them swipe out the cylinders. Not going to bore it. I don't think it needs it. I mean, unless they're really, really, really rusty and pitted, which good chance they are. Don't want to, but if I have to, I will. I think it's important to preserve the integrity of all the date codes that go along with this. Not sure if I can find the VIN number on the block or not. I think it's right there somewhere underneath a mile of grease. But looking at what date codes there are, I mean, actually the camera picks them up better than my eye could see it. It shows it to be a 1964 casting number. I'll have to look at the date code. The date code's above it, and I can barely make that out. I'll clean it all up, decode it, see what period it's from, but it doesn't appear to have ever been serviced. So I'm thinking it's original pieces, which works out well for keeping the car kind of original with all of its pieces. That as much as we can. The rust is really extensive, and it's going to take a lot of time. And as much as I hate to put different quarters on it, when you try to section them in, you find that inner fender well is all rusted out too, and that or the outer wheelhouse. The outer wheelhouse have to be replaced. The trunk drop off will have to be replaced. There's just a ton of stuff that's screwed up enough that will have to be replaced. So probably best just to take the quarters off and put new ones on and just get it over with. Much as I hate to do that, I really want to preserve the integrity of the age of the car, because that's all the value. Anyway, the second video. Talk to you later.